Hello, all. Welcome to another Silly Point episode. Today, we're going to start previewing the IPL teams. It's amazing, right? The IPL. It felt like it only happened yesterday, and we're back to watching the IPL again and previewing teams again. Time has just gone by so quickly. Today, we're going to talk about two teams. We're going to talk about the Rajasthan Royals and the Chennai Super Kings, given that they were the two teams that finished the last IPL at the bottom of the table. So we're going to talk about their starting 11s, some of the X factor players that these teams have, and where they will end up on the table in this year's IPL. As always, I've got Zahid here with me. So Zahid, what do you think of these two teams? Just a quick thought from you on how they did in their auctions.
I think we discussed in our auctions episode, but I don't think either of the two had very good auctions. I think Rajasthan just spent a lot of money on players that they didn't need.
Yeah.
Too many
Well, on
foreign
Chris
players.
Morris, right? They spent a
Yeah,
lot of money on Chris Morris.
but in hindsight, now we'll come to this. With Archer potentially being injured and out of the IPL, now that might work for them.
Yeah.
Because now they have that one extra slot, which they which Morris can take for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, they lost Steve Smith, which I think wasn't a bad loss for them. I think they had a pretty set. They can have a more settled top order now.
Yeah.
So not overly impressed by their business, but especially given how far they were, in the previous IPL.
Yeah.
And similar for Chennai, I think they need to invest a lot more and get a lot more variety in the squad. I mean, Moeen Ali is a decent option, and he's shown that in the ODIs that he's a good handy player to have. But they don't need handy players. They needed one or two linchpins to kind of rely on, and I think Dhoni and Raina aren't the same anymore anyway.
I agree.
And they can't rely on them to be the main people to kind of walk them, to the title.
Yeah.
So
I completely agree with you. Average auctions and still something to be desired with both teams. And maybe that's why they came last in the previous IPL, and who knows what will happen this IPL. But we'll talk through their chances as well. So right, should we start off with Rajasthan Royals and try and pick a starting 11 for them?
Yeah. So who would open? So I mean, would they go with the same old Butler and Stokes to open, or I think Butler will open?
Well, I would like that to happen, but given what's happening, I think Stokes is probably going to open and Butler might move lower down the order. That's my opinion.
Yeah. And then, but the problem is, Robin Uthappa has gone to.
Yes, Robin Uthappa has moved to CSK, which I thought was a smart piece of business.
Yeah.
So I think
that they have to go with Jaiswal again, or
well, yeah, they've got two options, right? They've got Yashasvi Jaiswal, and they've also got Manan Vora, who's also quite an aggressive young batsman from Punjab. So he played.
He played like I know he's been around for a while, no?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's 27 or 28, so I'd call him young, and he hasn't yet had a consistent stint in any team that he's played for. So I think they've got a few local options there in Manan Vora and Jaiswal. And then there's also another wicketkeeper batsman called Anuj Rawat, who's again an up and coming batsman. So they've got a few young options there, but I think I'd go with Jaiswal to start off with.
Yeah.
I know he didn't. I know he didn't have a great. He didn't have a great time of it. In the previous IPL, but also because they just didn't give him enough opportunities.
Yeah.
So I think.
I think with Stokes and Butler around him, and if he gives a good, because the problem last time was they had to play Steve Smith, and they couldn't find a way to fit him in somehow.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think without Steve Smith now, I think they'll have that one option of playing the youngster and open with him.
Yeah. And I just hope that they stick with their opening partnerships, right? No chopping and changing. If they've decided that Stokes is going to open, make him open in the whole tournament. If they decided that Jaiswal is going to open, make him open. There's no point in chopping and changing, midway through the season. Obviously, Andrew McDonald is no longer the coach now.
Yeah.
So, there might be them. Hopefully, that element of it with Kumar Sangakkara coming in as director of cricket, there's not a lot of chopping and changing, and they stick to their guns.
Yeah, they have some, some sort of consistency, and I think they'll have to go with a local heavy middle order. So they have Stokes to open Butler probably at 3.
I was going to say Sanju Samson at 3.
Yeah, Samson at 3.
Samson at
Butler
3,
at 4.
Obviously captain wicketkeeper, which I thought was a decent a decent choice by Rajasthan. And then you probably get Buttler at 4.
Yeah, and then Riyan Parag at 5.
Yeah, Riyan Parag at 5, and then we come to our our rock star.
Well, it depends. I mean, who I think they might still play Shivam Dubey, right, at 6,
Yeah,
and
actually,
then
yeah.
Tewati at 7.
Yeah, Shivam Dubey at 6 and Tewati at 7 is not
Finisher,
too bad an
yeah.
option. Followed by, I guess, Chris Morris at 8.
Yeah.
So some really big hitters there in at number 6, 7, and 8, which is good. And then I guess you've got to pick some bowlers in there, don't you?
Yeah, I think if Archer is fit, then it's Archer obviously will come in probably after Morris at 9.
Yeah.
The only other option they have internationally is Fizz.
Yeah, Fizz looks like, personally I like Mustafizur better than Andrew Tye. Andrew Tye is the other option.
Yeah.
The other quick bowling option, international option. So I would, I think somehow or the other, Rajasthan have managed to cover their bases with, Archer being injured. Chris Morris is a good replacement, and then the other pacer is Mustafizur Rahman, who's a left armer as well, and he can bowl in power play, depth, everything. So I think that's decent business in the.
So at 9, you'll have one of those two, and then I mean, I don't Kuldeep Yadav.
Well, Kuldeep Yadav, I don't think that's the left arm Chinaman Kuldeep Yadav. There's some other Kuldeep Yadav.
Oh, is it someone else? Okay.
Yeah, this is no. Kuldeep Yadav is still in Kolkata Knight Riders.
Okay, KKR is someone. Okay, fine.
Yeah, this is another Kuldeep Yadav. So
to
be honest, even I don't know much about him. I can't really say much.
Okay.
But we're forgetting one big player, Shreyas Gopal.
Yeah, but he's a leg spinner, right? But
I mean. Rajasthan are happy to play 2 leg spinners, right? We've talked about their love for leg spinners. They've also got Mayank Markande. They've also got Mayank Markande, and they've also purchased KC Kariappa, who is kind of a mystery bowler, but he does bowl like leg spin, off spin. He's kind of in the Sunil Narayan mold and Varun Chakravarti mold. So clearly they love leg spinners. They will have to play 2.
I think they'll probably play Shreyas Gopal, the giant killer.
Yeah,
and then
and
then one of Unadkat or Karthik Tyagi will be the. I know you're not a big fan of Jaydev Unadkat.
So. I am not at all. So maybe Karthik Tyagi.
Yeah. So that means they'll have Tyagi, Archer, Morris, Stokes, seamers.
Well, for the timing, let's not count Archer as one of the seamers because it's really looking unlikely that he will.
Or Fizz, right?
Fizz, yes, Fizz. Yeah. So just to go through their lineup again, you've got Ben Stokes opening with Jaiswal. You've got Sanju Samson at number 3, captain, wicketkeeper. You've got Joss Butler at 4. Maybe Joss can keep. It's between Joss and Samson to decide that, I guess. Then you've got Riyan Parag at 5. You've got Shivam Dubey at 6. You've got Rahul Tewati at 7. Chris Morris at 8. Shreyas Gopal at 9. Mustafizur Rahman at 10. And Karthik Tyagi at 11.
Yeah.
I think that looks like a pretty decent team to me.
Yeah. Who do you think?
They've got some good backups in the likes of David Miller. Yeah.
David Miller, Andrew Tye.
Yeah.
One of if Archer is fit, then Fizz is a backup option.
Yeah, they've got Liam Livingston as well. Liam Livingston as well. So decent backup options. Obviously, Unadkat is another option in the pace bowling department. You've got another youngster called Akash Singh who's played in the Under-19 World Cup. So decent. I would think that this team is slightly better than last year's.
Yeah. I think now if you look at it in context, although we were questioning the Morris pick.
Yeah.
I think now with the balance a fully fit team, you'd have Stokes, Butler, Morris, and Archer as your starting four, which is a very strong team.
Yeah.
I think the domestic strength is still a little weak. I don't think they have any current internationals, and Sanju Samson maybe.
Yeah.
But nobody else is an international, right? In the domestic, which makes the team slightly weak, and which is why I think they'll probably be mid-table at best.
Yeah.
But I don't see them doing anything exceptional.
Who do you think will be the highest run scorer?
Ben Stokes.
Agreed. I'm not even going to question that. And who do you think will be the highest wicket taker?
Archie would have been obviously there's a no-brainer pick, but if he's not going to be playing, I think Morris, because he bowls in the death a lot, so he'll pick up some wickets in the death. Although I think with the ball. I mean, yeah, they don't have many other options. Although I think Tewatia still will have an impact with both bat and ball
Yeah.
in bursts. But I think consistently, I think it'll probably be Morris and
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's going to be Gopal. I think he's probably going to end up being the highest wicket taker for Rajasthan. Um, Again, I don't quite agree how he was used by
yeah,
Steve Smith in the previous IPL. He
yeah,
actually is a very good power play bowler, so that could be something that they could look at.
yeah,
Potentially save Morris and Mustafizur towards the end,
yeah,
and focus on bowling spin in the power play. So that could
yeah.
be one way to go, and I think he'll be the highest wicket taker. And what do you think? Who's going to be the X factor player? That player that's gonna
Rahul Tewatia, of course,
Tewatia.
of course.
I'm gonna go with a slightly offbeat option. I'm gonna go with Karthik Tyagi.
Yeah,
I really like the look of him.
yeah,
He seems to be a very aggressive bowler for someone so young. He's always at you, whether
yeah.
it's bowling the Yorkers, bowling the bouncers, slower balls. So I'm going to say that he's going to be an X factor player, and he's probably going to win Rajasthan, 2 to 3 games.
Yeah, that'll be good to see him. I think we were looking forward to him in the last IPL. He didn't quite live up to it,
Yeah,
but he will one more season or similar to Jaiswal with an extra season
yeah,
under their belt. I think they'll probably be better for this year.
yeah.
Um,
What do you think of their chances?
yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I don't see them doing too much better than mid-table.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick a position, I'd probably say 6, which might go down depending on when we do other teams' previews. But for now, I'll put them at 6.
Agreed. I think, yeah, a little better than last year. I mean, obviously they came last on net run rate and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So I think they're slightly better than that this year. So yeah, maybe a 6 or 7.
yeah, yeah. Cool. We move
Cool.
on to
Moving
CSK.
on to Chennai. It feels bad. It feels bad coming to Chennai and having that kind of feeling that it's going to be one of those seasons again for one of the most successful IPL teams.
Yeah, I mean they're not like we said again. They didn't recruit as they didn't recruit to fill to cover for the gap that they had between the rest of the teams. I think
Yeah,
they're
I agree.
they're still relying on the old guard, so to speak. I mean,
Yeah,
I know Dhoni likes consistency; he doesn't like chopping and changing.
yeah,
But this is not Dhoni of 5 years ago.
I
So
agree. I
and
agree.
he needs to understand that, and he needed someone else to be the main man
Yeah.
to take
Well,
over from him.
just maybe Ravindra Jadeja could be that main man with the bat. Not so
Yeah.
much with the ball, but with the bat.
Or Chiteswar Pujara. I don't know what they were thinking.
Well,
But
let's come on to that by picking the starting 11,
yeah,
right?
I think
I think the opening partnership was an issue last year with Watson not
yeah,
performing as well, and some of
and
I
Raidu
don't
got
know,
injured.
CSK. Raidu got injured. CSK were a little low than trying some of the younger players there, but
Yeah,
I think now they've kind of got a settled opening partnership with Faf du Plessis and Ruturaj Gaikwad
yeah. I
opening.
think Gaikwad did really well when he came on to the
Yeah,
scene. So I
yeah,
think he's a good option. So yeah, Faf and Gaikwad
yeah.
to open with Raidu and Raina at 3 and 4.
Well, yeah, Raina at 3 and
Yeah,
Raidu at 4.
Raina.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And then Dhoni at 5.
Dhoni at 5.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, on
that's
paper, it's a very solid batting lineup, but I just think
yeah.
they're all 35, 36 plus, right? So,
But
except for Gaikwad.
yeah, except for Gaikwad, right? I mean, but I guess if you look at the bench strength again, they've kind of had two halves. They've got some really experienced players in there like Robin Uthappa and Pujara, but
Yeah,
then they've also got some really young players in there like C Hari Nishant, who's
yeah,
obviously must have done something in domestic cricket.
yeah,
You've got Narayan Jagdishan. You've got some of these young
yeah,
batsmen in the squad. So they've gone for two extremes. They've not gone for any established,
yeah,
middle order openers, middle order players or openers. So yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. In fact, I think up to number 6, it's a pretty straightforward
yeah.
lineup. So number 6 will be
Jadeja.
Jadeja. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see him bat higher actually, but I just in that lineup you just can't see him fit anywhere except maybe for Dhoni at 5.
Yeah,
But
potentially. Yeah. I mean,
you know,
he could bat at 5 and Dhoni could come in at 6, depending
yeah,
on the situation. And then I think number 7, I think Sam Curran has nailed down the all-rounder role
yeah,
in CSK, right? So
yeah.
it's
No
probably,
longer opening, but
yeah, no longer opening, but again, they could push him up the order in some games to have a different
yeah,
impact. So yeah, I think Sam Curran at number 7.
yeah,
Um, and then probably Deepak Chahar at number 8.
yeah. Chahar Thakur at 9,
Yeah,
9.
Thakur at 9, and I think then they can go with one international medium pacer. So one between Lungi and Gidi or Josh Hazelwood.
Yeah, well, they have two slots for international, right? Because they only have what
Yes. Well, I was
Faf
going to
and
say Imran Tahir is a no-brainer
yeah,
in my opinion, right? I'm so surprised
they
that
didn't
he
play
didn't play a
him.
single he didn't play a single game last IPL, or he played a few games towards the end.
Yeah,
But I mean, you have him in the squad, you should play him.
yeah, exactly. Definitely, he is. I think he's well. Do they have any other leg spinning options? I don't think so.
They've got Karan Sharma.
Karan Sharma, obviously, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he's one of the he's been around for a couple of years now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think I have Tahir and Hazelwood, Gidi.
yeah. One of them,
Yeah,
or they could even go more radical and play Dwayne Bravo.
yeah. Oh, of
So,
course.
so they
Yeah,
could actually play Tahir, Dwayne Bravo, Sam Curran, and Faf. I think that is probably more balanced, right?
yeah,
Because you've got Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur who can open the bowling.
yeah,
Um, you've got spin options in Imran Tahir and Jadeja,
yeah,
and you've got decent medium pacers in Sam Curran and Dwayne Bravo. So I
yeah.
think that looks like
So
a nicely
just to
balanced
recap,
team.
so they'll be opening with Gaikwad and Faf,
Yeah,
Raina at 3, Rideward 4, Dhoni at 5, Jadeja at 6,
yeah,
Sam Curran at 7,
yeah.
Bravo at
Bravo.
8,
Yeah,
Chahar at 9, Thakur at 10 is a very deep batting line, and then IT at
yeah,
11.
yeah, exactly. And then you can easily open with, in fact, Deepak Chahar and Sam Curran can open the bowling,
Yeah,
and Thakur can bowl in the middle period with Dwayne Bravo. I think that looks like a pretty balanced
yeah,
team.
a left arm
Um,
spinner and a leg spinner. And then they have good bench strength as well. They
of
have
course,
obviously Hazelwood and Gidi, pace
yeah,
attack, Moeen Ali.
brother Moeen, yeah, brother Mo. I mean, it's questionable whether he'll start or not, but he can easily replace Sam Curran at 7,
Yeah,
right?
depending on if there's a slower pitch.
Exactly.
Mitchell
Yeah,
Santner as well, in
yeah,
case Jadeja gets injured. He's a
yeah,
similar
yeah.
like for like replacement.
True, true. I
Um,
mean, I mean, it could also be that they push Moeen up the order
yeah,
again in a Sam Curran role. So
yeah,
I think good options there.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a more balanced
yeah,
team and balanced squad, but again, it comes down to the fact that their replacements are the likes of Robin Uthappa and Chiteshwar Pujara.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's the same issue. But we'll come on to the overall team. But who do you think is going to be
Highest
their
run score.
highest? Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Faf.
I'll give Raina one last season. I'll go with
Fair
Raina.
enough. I think with Faf, given that he's retired from Test matches for South Africa, he's no longer captain. I think he can just chillax
Yeah,
and play his shots and
true.
take it easy. So yeah, I'm going with Faf. Um,
Uh,
highest wicket taker.
oof. I'm gonna go with. It's tough because you don't really know who's going to play all the games. Maybe one of Thakur or Chahar because they'll just Thakur probably I'll go with because he'll play all the games.
I was gonna say Thakur. I mean, it was unimaginable for me to say something like that.
Yeah,
A couple of years back, that Shardul Thakur would be the highest wicket taker for any IPL team. But
yeah,
I think given how he's come on in leaps and bounds for India and how well he's done, I think he's got a really good chance of being the highest wicket taker for
I
CSK.
agree. I'd go with that, especially because he'll bowl in the death. He'll bowl the slower cutters and stuff in the death,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he's probably the only one who'll play all the games. I don't think any of the other, maybe Chahar as well,
Yeah,
but yeah, I think Thakur will be
cool.
the
X Factor player,
Sam Curran. I think,
Sam Curran.
yeah, this is his chance. I mean, he had a decent IPL last year,
Yeah,
and this is his chance to kind of build on that,
yeah.
both with the
I'm
ball
act
and with the bat.
True. I'm actually going to go with kind of a like for like player, but I'm going to go with Moeen
If he gets the chance.
if he gets the chance. But I'm sure he'll get the chance. I
Yeah,
I have I have trust in the management that when they play on pitches that turn, I
yeah,
think Moeen will be very handy at least with the ball, even with the bat. I've always maintained that in T20s, especially in a play in a tournament like the IPL, Moeen is very capable of batting 4, 5, 6 and
yeah,
bowling 2 to 3 overs.
yeah. I
So
agree.
yeah, I think he's going to be the X factor. Even if he plays 4, 5 games and he wins CSK 1 or 2 games, that's it,
Yeah,
job done, right?
true, true.
So yeah, I'm going to go with him. And so where do we've talked a lot about the team being a little more balanced, but really, where do you see them finish?
Like that's the thing. I go again. I don't see them mid-table. I mean, we discuss X factor players, but I just don't think they have the X factor in the team
Yeah,
overall.
yeah,
And I mean, I would yeah. RR I said 6, so them probably 7, but then I can't think of anybody else who would be 8
yeah,
or
yeah.
who can finish below them. So I have to
Let's
give them
yeah
8,
let
unfortunately.
let's say Rajasthan 6, 7. let's say CSK 7-8, hedge our
Yeah,
bets.
exactly.
Because yeah, it is really difficult to judge, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
had a similar batting lineup without Suresh Raina. I know
yeah,
Ambati Raidu was injured and stuff like that, but it's just that they don't
yeah.
have, they don't have those X factor batsmen.
They should have gone for someone like Chris Morris or someone, right? Who
Yeah, yeah,
they should
true.
have gone for an X factor player, which would have made a big difference, and they would have relied on
Yeah,
on that player.
yeah.
But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I think there's an issue with their batting more than their
Yeah,
bowling. I think their bowling is pretty decent. They've got some good attacking options there and some defensive options as well. But I think it is the batting that's the issue. But they
yeah,
haven't done anything to fix it, in my
yeah.
opinion.
I agree. I agree. Well,
Fair enough. So there you have it. That was our preview of the Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals. As always, please do like, share, and subscribe to our content, and do let us know in the comments if you think this is going to be CSK's year. Are they gonna have a massive comeback? Is the Dad's army going to come back and be in the top four? What will happen with Rajasthan? I mean, they've really been really poor since the first IPL. So will Kumar Sangakkara becoming director of cricket have a big impact? Do let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching.
thank you.